I'm scared. Proceeds to shit pants.
Yeah, well, we're jumping in. Are you ready, guys? You ready? Let's do this. Welcome, everybody.
I started like 10
I
minutes
just
ago.
started. I was just about to start right there. Thank you.
I'm gonna run upstairs with one just to finish this. Oh yeah.
As Fern's once again starts talking to someone.
Yes, sir.
This was the best 30 seconds ever.
Welcome to the, what did we call this again?
It's called We Are Overrated.
Yeah, overrated.
We Are Overrated.
Welcome to the We Are Overrated
That's
podcast.
right. Our first,
I
clearly
am
the
not
most,
your host. I am your announcer.
clearly the most professional of podcasts. We have Fernie Please and Nacho 007, and I am Bradley Overrated. Say hi, Nacho.
Hi.
Wow, that was great. Excellent stuff. All right, Fern, take us away. What did you think of the Google Stadia? They just announced it today.
The Google Stadia. I like the idea of it. My internet provider probably won't like the idea of it, nor will my cellular network. But honestly, if streaming's the future, it's a good start.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Is streaming the future now, though? I feel like that's going to be like 5 years from now after the PS5's dead.
Well, like I said, what I think is that it is a good start, a step in the right direction anyway. It's clearly working with movies. You got stuff like Netflix, Hulu, all those other streaming services completely taking over. Plus, PlayStation's already doing their thing. I don't remember the name, but we were streaming. What were we streaming? It was Resident Evil 3, as well as Resident Evil Dark Side Chronicles for the PlayStation Move. We were streaming that at a friend's house. It played flawlessly, so the technology's there. I guess Google's just trying to do it with newer games.
Yeah, I mean, so they have Doom Eternal on board. They have Assassin's Creed Odyssey, obviously. But I'm just a little bit worried that they're not going to have that many big powerhouses right from the get-go, and it's going to fail really fast because of that. Now, it might not necessarily happen, but I am a little bit worried about that. Although I love the prospect of playing Doom Eternal on my phone.
If it is a launch title, that's a great way to kick off that service.
Yeah. Although at the same time, though, you know, Doom Eternal is coming to the Nintendo Switch, even if there are going to be some sacrifices, so I could hypothetically play that game anywhere anyways. So I don't know. I don't know what I think about it, but I will say this. I love the controllers. I don't know why. I just think they look sexy. Tasty and sexy controllers, especially that blue one.
I didn't see any of the multicolored ones, but they look like a bigger SNES controller with handles on them this time around. I'm not knocking on it, but I really like it.
Yeah, then they have like 5 other buttons in the middle. I don't know at all what those do whatsoever.
I don't know if it's official or not, but in the video, if you stop it on the back, it has the Konami code. I don't know if that's official or not, but if that is, I like it.
Yeah. And that would, if they did have the Konami code on there, I guess that would mean Konami would then be aboard as well, right? I would have to imagine so. You can't just put the Konami code without their approval.
You know what that means, Metal Gear Survive launch title.
Oh, gosh, please, no. Oh, you just scared me forever.
I honestly think the controllers look like more like the whatchamacallit Nintendo gamepads they have currently. The Nintendo Pro controller. There we go.
See, for me it looks like the Xbox One controller, but they just switched where the D-pad and the left analog stick are. In a lot of ways. But at the same time, I can see the Nintendo Switch Pro controller because they have all those buttons in the middle, kind of like the Nintendo Switch's controller has. So, yeah, I don't know. I like the look of the controllers, and I don't really know if I'm going to do the streaming service right off the bat, but I am definitely going to buy a controller for no other reason than to say I have one of those.
But you see, they didn't talk about a console. They only talked about this service. What they're
That's true.
saying is you will be able to go to YouTube and just press play, and that's how you will start the game.
Which is a cool
So,
feature.
and it'll just be, yeah, which will be just be streamed to your console. Now the controller connects via Bluetooth and wirelessly. So the wireless will connect to its actual server, reducing like that input lag.
Right. And not only that, but apparently you can just, if someone's playing a game like NBA 2K19 or something like that, you can just join them in the middle of their match. Or Apex Legends is another example where people can just plug and join in whenever and jump out whenever, which is an amazing concept. I actually really like that about it.
Hey, Brad, Luis just died, but we can get Cameron in. That kind of plug and play, because that'd be a little hard to get through.
That's right. Sorry, Nacho. You gotta leave the
adding
podcast. You gotta leave the podcast, man. I'm sorry. You gotta go. We gotta add Cameron in here now. We're doing the Strata.
Well, no, that's
the
not
stadium.
what I meant. Like you said, plug and play while playing Apex, but in my mind was, Apex is a battle royale. What if we had a third person die, but we had someone plug in and play and just jump in and add themselves to our game?
Oh, right. Okay. Well, I was taking more in the
Doesn't that
literal
kind of
sense.
stop the purpose of a battle?
Yeah, I was all ready to sign out of here.
Oh my gosh. Please don't. We love you. Well, yeah, that's a cool feature.
But yeah, overall,
Feel free to go.
fetch. But yeah, overall, I think people are gonna stand by and see how this goes. If it's like a money pit, like how Fortnite and Apex take off, they're probably gonna jump in the boat or the bandwagon and do their own versions.
Yeah,
ISPs might come up with gaming plans to accommodate this new service.
Yeah, and then I also have to wonder about the price tag, because there's no way you can do a streaming service for free. You have to have a price per month, like every streaming service. And
Right, that's another thing that I'm worried about. They presented all these cool features and all these capabilities for developers and users, but they never mentioned the price. So that could mean it's really expensive at start, or they just don't want to.
Or it could be really cheap at the start, but then they could gradually make it more expensive as it goes along. What would be a good starting point price range for you guys? What would make you buy it right off the bat? What's a good price point?
30.
Honestly, I think they already have their subscription fee up.
Do they now? They didn't have it on the thing.
No, that's not what I mean. I feel like, honestly, this could just be an extension of YouTube Red.
Oh, well, how much is YouTube Red?
YouTube Red is $10 a month, but you get Google Play and no ads on your videos.
You see, $10 a month to me is a good deal. Nacho, you said
thing is-
30?
Yeah,
$30 a month? No way, man.
get people on board quickly. And you just add a bunch of ads everywhere.
But
Another competitor on the scene for this kind of type of service is Apple. The rumors say they're going to be the next Netflix for gaming.
Oh gosh.
This is just my thought, a little outlandish. I think your current YouTube account will be your account for whatever this is. And my guess, because they said you will just go to YouTube and play, you will either buy the game at retail price through the YouTube or whatever, and then you just hit the play button and go. That is one way to do it. Or, of course, there's a subscription fee, and then you still have to pay for the game's retail price. Or they could even have a full like $30 a month thing, like Luis says, but all the games are free,
Right.
but not really. Yeah.
Yeah, not really free, but kind of free. I don't know. I think $10 a month is the appropriate price because it is in fact competing with, you know, the Xbox Game Pass and the PlayStation Now. And if Apple does get involved, you have to stay competitive. You have to have a good price for it. And the Xbox Game Pass, I have it now, and I was very against it at first, but I am a believer now because the Game Pass is phenomenal on the Xbox. So I think you got to have a
Take note.
take note. Yes, that's right. Take note.
Take note. If this really kicks off and this is the future of gaming, other platforms such as PlayStation, Nintendo, Microsoft with their Xbox, they're gonna have to make changes too in order to bring balance to the market. Otherwise, Google's
Bring
gonna
balance
consume
to the
everything.
force.
Yeah.
You
Otherwise,
basically
Google's gonna consume everything.
Google
Like
is
they already
consuming
have
everything. It's
some services.
Google, it's Disney. Disney and Google are just nomming things up. So, but I'm excited for it. Although I do think if this takes off like that, I don't think we're going to have any consoles after next generation. I really think that'll be the end of a regular standard console, and that makes me a little bit sad because I like having a piece of hardware.
Right,
I
and I
can
think
see
there
it being
still
the
be
end.
a people.
Why can't you see it being the end, Fern?
No, I actually can see it being the end because
Oh.
if this thing is true, that means I could just buy a really stellar TV and then stream all my games 4K 60 frames. And then whatever comes out in the future, I can keep streaming all those games at the highest resolution setting and not have to worry about spending $500 on a new console.
Right.
Like this thing keeps that part of buying a new console every so amount of years. It takes it away in favor of you're paying so and so to keep this technology coming to you.
Yep, exactly. I think also Microsoft is on the right track here because, with those recent rumors that they're bringing the Xbox Live and their Game Pass to the Nintendo Switch and they want to bring it to every platform possible, that's kind of what Google's trying to do right here, right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft even says, hey, you can get the Xbox Game Pass, on all these things as well. And maybe there'll be a merger or at least a joining
You can play
of
it on
forces. Yeah, you can play it on YouTube. There you go. Exactly. But Microsoft's already trying to do essentially what Google's trying to do right now. So Sony, I don't know what Sony's doing. Sony doesn't seem to be doing anything, and Nintendo's doing well. Nintendo's Nintendo. They kind of just sailed away a long time ago and have gone to do their own things. So
Sail away, sail away.
exactly, they're Sailor Mooning on us.
Yeah, they kind of broke off ship and been drifting for a while.
But that's okay because I love my Switch. So yeah. Do we have a release date yet? I don't think we do yet, right? For when this thing launches for everybody?
No, they just said 2019.
Okay.
My guess is around Doom Eternal time. Again, that was a stellar launch title for this service.
That makes sense.
Yeah. My bets are E3. I think E3 Google will do something there for this platform. Especially since since Sony's backed out of it now and somebody else just backed out of it. I don't remember. Was it EA? I think it was EA. Said they're not
EA
attending.
does its own.
It was PlayStation that pulled out, that they were going to do their own press conferences.
Yeah, there's another giant one of those big publishers though that also backed out just recently. They said they're not going to attend either. So maybe Google will get their own slot now.
Yeah. Keep E3 3 days.
Yeah. So, well, anyways, enough about that. Let's not focus too much on the Google Stadia since we don't know too much about it. It's interesting, but Fern, you had a national crisis on your hand about Coca-Cola.
I did have a national crisis on my hands.
So break to me the news. What is going on? What is with the Mexican Cokes? I heard they ruined everything. At least that's what you told me, but I'm not certain what
So
it all
they're still
entails.
keeping the glass bottle Mexican Cokes, but there's a production line up here in Utah that is trying to recreate the Mexican Coke in a can with stevia and cane sugar.
Ah, no way. Have you tried
It's
it?
a little weird.
So they're
It's
moving
like-
up the production up here.
They're moving up
But with
production
cans?
and they're still trying to do it as cheap as possible instead of using actual glass.
Makes
No.
sense.
That doesn't make sense. That's
Honestly,
a
I
terrible
needed-
thing.
Straight out of the can, it tasted like battery acid, but with some ice, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, you're saying you already tried it?
Yes, they have the production line in Park City, Utah already. We tried it. It comes in think the Coca-Cola red, but it's being washed away by green.
Oh my gosh.
Like kind of like how the 360 logo used to be when it updated, you know, how like that green line came and swept across the console to make the X. Yeah, that's what the
Yeah.
Coca-Cola thing looks like right now.
Oh my gosh. That sounds terrible. Absolutely terrible.
It's a little rough. I'll buy some and send them to you, Brad.
Oh, please
You too,
do.
Luis. We'll have a party with them.
I'll make a video of me trying it out. I just tried actually the Coca-Cola. They had them up here in Oregon. They're the orange, they're like this orange vanilla or orange cream or something. I can't remember what it was. It's a new Coke flavor, and I tried
Oh,
it.
the orange bottle. Yeah, I've had it.
Yeah, I didn't really care for it. It just tasted like Coke to me with just a hint
Vanilla
of
Coke?
orange. Yeah, vanilla Coke with a hint of orange.
Yeah, that's about right.
But-
Coke. Do you guys think they ever bring back Blue Pepsi?
No, I think Blue Pepsi's dead, man.
It was the best thing in the world.
Everybody liked Blue Pepsi. But it's dead,
Dude.
all right?
Oh,
I got one topic
actually,
for
it
ya.
was- It was just Mountain Dew in disguise.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Okay, I got
Yeah,
one
new
topic for
topic.
the both of you.
All right, what is it?
Okay, Disney bought Fox today.
Oh, officially? Did that happen today too?
Officially, today's the day for that. What do you guys think? That means they now own the rights to Deadpool, the
DBZ.
Fantastic Four, and Doctor Doom, Dragon Ball Z, because Fox owns Dragon Ball rights,
Oh my gosh.
and the X-Men.
Whoa, wait, hold on. So you're telling me when I go into the Disney store now, I can have a plush doll of Wolverine, Deadpool, and Goku?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Right
In
next to the
theory, because
princesses.
Fox owns the rights. Vegeta and Deadpool are now my favorite Disney princesses.
I think Deadpool is by far the sexiest of Disney princesses. Sorry, Belle, you gotta go now. Deadpool is my new number one princess. Nacho, who is now your new number one princess now that Disney has officially bought Fox?
Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I'll take it.
She's my princess.
My favorite.
All right, Fern, who's your favorite Disney princess now?
Like I said, it's either Vegeta or Deadpool right now, since they just bought Fox.
Very nice. And if anybody else would like to comment down what your favorite Disney princess is in the comments section below, be sure to do that. I would love to see Goku in a Disney princess dress, though. I think he would look stunning.
Dude, that means you can put Goku in Kingdom Hearts now. Can you not think of the DLC?
Oh my god!
Oh,
Oh, Xenoverse editions. Oh my gosh, Sora does a Kamehameha.
But the thing is, it would be the live action Dragon Ball people, not the actual manga, because they don't have those rights. But still,
Oh gosh, no. It's still terrifying. Does that mean Sora now can go into Deadpool's universe in Kingdom Hearts 3?
in
Well, there's no
theory, he can
Marvel
go in the
universe.
entire
Oh, wait.
Marvel universe.
never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah. Big Hero 6. What other Marvel they have in there?
Avengers,
Avengers.
X-Men.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I think Wolverine would do a great job. Dude, they've already done Pirates of the Caribbean in those. games.
Yeah.
So, well, that's crazy. Well, Disney is taking over everything, so it doesn't surprise me. I'm just waiting for them to buy Nintendo next or something.
Yeah, seriously, you think they'll make a better Star Fox game?
They're gonna release. They probably could, but Disney's gonna release their own console. It's called the Disney Princess Xbox One Edition. It's gonna be fantastic when they buy
It comes in two
Microsoft.
versions, Princess and Villain.
That's right.
Pokemon Princess and Villain.
I mean, that's what I would. I would get
I'd
the
play
Princess. I would too. That's the saddest thing about it is you make fun of it, but then you think if that ever happened, hands down.
Oh, I'd be down in a heartbeat.
Yep. So, well, great. Disney's owning everything. Google's owning everything, and we all just gonna be
Amazon and Walmart are duking it out for third place.
Dude, oh no, isn't Amazon like? It's true. Amazon's kind of owning everything too, aren't they? So I guess
I don't know. Microsoft just bought Walgreens, so now it's gaming and prescription drugs.
Oh my. Really?
Your prescription gaming subscription plans now.
Yes, sir. That's why I like the idea of this podcast. We can just talk about anything.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing right now. We're talking about all of our future overlords, which is in the form of giant conglomerate businesses. So, praise be to Disney and praise be to Mickey Mouse. Oh, I love them. All right. So I have one more thing I just want to ask you guys. What has been the best game you've played so far in 2019?
You want to talk first and then ask us? Or
It doesn't matter. If anybody has one game that they would like to share, you're more than welcome to. This is a podcast.
go ahead and throw us under the bus. That way we're not waiting. Well, while I'm talking. Okay. As of 2019, as of today, March 19, Resident Evil 2 is still my best game of 2019 right now. That HD remake is fire. But I will say there is a slight runner-up that I started playing, and that is another Capcom title, Devil May Cry 5. It is a pretty solid freaking action game.
I mean, Capcom is just nailing it. The last 2 years, they've been beautiful. Last 3 almost.
Yeah,
you could
can we
even
not
say.
talk about when Street Fighter 5 released?
Can we not talk about when they re-released the HD remasters of Resident Evil 5 and 6 and they still made the split screens not complete split screens?
Oh, man.
Oh my
Yeah, let's not.
But you know what? Oh, and I mean, Mega Man 11, I've played that game. That game was pretty fun. Not the best Mega Man by any means, but still enjoyable. So, yeah. I think, honestly, the best AAA title that I've played so far this year is also, for me, it's Resident Evil 2. Although I will say Kingdom Hearts 3, I've played a little bit of that, and that was really fun. But it made me really confused as to the story, so now I'm going back and playing all of the other Kingdom Hearts games, and I'm on the third one now, and I'm just as confused as ever. So, good job, Kingdom Hearts. You've really confused your fans. You succeeded, because that was the goal, I'm assuming, at this point.
Congratulations.
But, alright, Nacho, what's your favorite?
I would say Titanfall 2. I've been really enjoying getting back to it thanks to Apex. I wanted to enjoy the mechanics again. And a more solid game.
I mean, it didn't
And
technically
Mega
release
Man.
in 2019, but if that's the game you're playing in 2019, why not, right?
Yeah. And also I'm enjoying the Mega Man X Legacy Collection.
Oh, yeah.
Just going back to the games I never beat in my childhood. I finally can beat them.
Do you feel accomplished now that you can actually beat a game that was too hard for you as a kid?
Oh,
Yeah,
my bad, you
definitely.
guys. Correction. Disney takes over Fox tonight at 12:02 a.m. Eastern Time.
Oh, okay.
Close enough.
So they haven't yet, but it's going to happen.
Oh, dude, games that you could not beat as a kid, but you can beat now. Super Mario Brothers, bro.
Honestly, it's
Which
the
one,
any of them, but it's the opposite for me. I was a better gamer as a kid. I had no problem beating games like The Lion King and all the Super Mario Bros. I even beat Contra as a kid. But now that I'm going back and playing them as an adult, I am worse. I've discovered just slightly, but I am actually worse at these games than I was when I was a kid. I should have just become a professional gamer and started as a child because apparently I had a lot more skills back then.
But for me, I couldn't afford the game, so all I could do was rent. And in Mega Man
Fair
X,
enough.
you had to keep
A log.
a 3x3 code in order to save your progress.
Oh, really?
And so,
Oh yeah,
as a kid, I would
Castlevania
never
4
keep
had
that
the
record.
same thing too.
So as a kid, you would never keep a record,
Yeah,
or you
true.
just lose it.
See, I remember uh, playing games where like if they would have a code, but I just left my console on, and I'd play it for 8 hours, and I'd get up in the middle of the night and play it for another 4. Wake up the next day on a weekend and just play the next 8 hours just so I could beat the game because it took 20 hours just to complete without a code. I'm certain that didn't have any repercussions in the future, but my
No,
sis
not at all.
my sister did that for an N64 game, and it was Mystical Ninja on the N64, and it had a save file, but we didn't have one of the controller packs that you stick in the back or whatever they were as the
Oh, the
memory
memory
card.
units. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever they were called. We didn't have one of those at the time, though, so my sister Allie had to literally just leave the N64 on, and she left it on for over a week straight just so she could beat the game. But you know what? The N64 still handled it like a champ, and it never glitched out, and I'm just very happy she was able to finish that game that way. 'Cause can you imagine if you get to the end and the power goes out? I would be so pissed.
I would cry,
So what games are you...
especially Mystical Ninja.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So what games are you guys playing right now? We're about done with this podcast.
Right now, I'm playing Mega Man X 2.
Next, you gonna play all the Mega Man
Uh-oh.
X's?
Yeah, I got the whole set, so
Oh, nice.
it's my goal.
You're gonna get disappointed towards the end, but that's okay.
Why? Because it leaves off a cliffhanger.
Oh, no, just because as you
Don't
play
they
more of the
all?
Mega Man X games, they get worse progressively.
My favorite.
So, all right, what are you playing, Fern?
Currently, I'm still playing the Dead or Alive 6 story mode, which is kind of painful, a little weebish, kind of cool. And honestly, it's just a lot of emotions built up into one package. I don't know what to tell you.
Do you like the game?
The game is a fighter. Yes, it is much better. It is very well handled. The characters have weight this time around and they don't fly around. But its business practices are a little shisty.
What business practices? You mean the $93 season pass?
That's only valid for like 3 months. That's only 2 characters and 18 costumes. Yeah, that one.
Fantastic. Yeah, that I was really interested in that game until I heard about the season pass, and I'm over here thinking $60 for that, and then 93 on top. I think I'll wait for this game to go on sale before I try it. But I do want to try it because I played the demo and I enjoyed it. So
I am very thankful that they gave me the Steelbook case for free that day, or else I would be gravely disappointed even more. But like I said, as a fighter, if you ignore the things around it, it is a fun game.
So you're saying the core of the game, it's a good fighter.
Yeah, the actual core of the game, the fighting and the boobs are perfect. Everything else you can just kind of put away to the side.
perfect. Well, as long as you got a great fighting game with excellent boob physics, I think that's all you need. And that's basically what I've been playing lately, too. I've been playing a bunch of garbage games on the Nintendo Switch. I shouldn't say garbage, but most of them are. Sports Party, Party Planet, Super Mario Party. Lots of games with the word party in it, apparently. Buck Hunter Arcade. That one was fun.
My favorite.
So, yeah. I've been playing a bunch of cheaper titles that I go into with low expectations, and sometimes they'll meet it with higher. I'll be like, oh, this game's actually okay, and then sometimes I'll play it and I'll just go, wow, it's even worse than I had thought. So can't say I'm playing anything of quality except maybe Super Mario Bros. For the deluxe edition for the Nintendo Switch. I started playing that.
I need to pick that up.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I'm enjoying it. So, all right, guys. Any last words you'd like to say to the people that are listening to this? All 5 of them.
Enjoy 2019.
Save the bees and stay hydrated, and don't forget to pick up Mortal Kombat 11
And Mexican Coke.
And Mexican Coke.
Legit Mexican
The
Coke.
and the
legit
Mexican
Mexican
Coke,
Coke.
a real one, the glass kind.
Oh my gosh. Not the battery acid in a can. Please don't pick that
Don't
up.
fall for overpriced DLCs like Dead or Alive 5. You got the internet for that. You don't need to pay $93.
Exactly. All right. That's it for us. We are overrated, and if you want to join us, you can always subscribe to my channel, Bradley Overrated. I'm with Nacho, and I'm with Fernie Please, and that's it.
Hey,
So say goodbyes, guys. Say goodbye.
Bye.
bye.